Hello there, I'm Stan Zemanek and you are back for the madness that is better known as Beauty and the Beast. And today a man complains about being manhandled by a woman. Can you believe it? You need your head read, old son. I'd love to be manhandled. We hear from a woman who idolises Jan. There's another candidate for the loony bin. And a viewer takes offence at me. Why would you do that? I mean, everybody takes offence at me, I suppose. But anyway, let's meet some of the females. Maureen Duval, hello. Do you take offence at me?
No, not one bit.
Okay.
But I heard Ita say on Bert Newton's show, the only one that stands nice to is Morsey.
That's right. And there's a reason for that, because you are very nice and polite and well-mannered.
And all of my family rang.
All the others are just a bunch of bitches. A lot of them anyway. Speaking about bitches, Jan Murray, hello.
Oh, look at you, the grey eminence.
What,
I
yes?
was going to be pleasant to you.
Yeah.
Could I lean past you, Fiona? Because I'm going to give Stan... Renae, I'm sorry, that's Fiona. Sorry, Renae.
Very good. You're off to a good start.
A gentleman, a lady gave me that.
Dear Stan, who gave you this?
At the Roads and Traffic Authority when I was registering my truck the other day.
Where was this? Down at Marrickville, was
Yes.
it? Okay. It says here, I think for a man of your age, you look so wonderful. You're absolutely right. And so handsome as well. What is the secret? Keep up the good work. And, what is it? Bartholomew, is it? From the RTA at Marrickville.
Yeah.
Don't let those women bully you.
She's left a phone number for you,
She has
Stan.
indeed.
I think she's got
and
the
you know
hots
what?
for you.
I nearly read it out too. Why do I look so young and beautiful? Is because I guess I have good genes. That's why.
You wear them well.
Yeah, I do indeed. But modesty is one of my best things. Hello, what's your name again?
Stanley, it's Renae.
Hello,
How are you,
Renae.
darling?
What did she call you before?
Fiona.
Fiona.
It's her age, you know. Sometimes
Yeah.
the memory really lapses,
Yeah.
but you know,
Absolutely.
we understand.
I love that colour. That is just beautiful.
You loved it last time, and I thought I'll wear this for Stan again.
You should. I think it's sensational, that colour. I love it. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Gillian,
well.
my little darling.
I'm very well,
my little dyke.
sweetheart.
My little dyke, my token
My
dyke.
big butch thing, you.
Oh, yes. I love it when they talk like this. Speaking about somebody that's not butchers, though, Fiona Horne, hello.
Hi, Stan.
And good to see you've taken the bolt out of your bottom lip.
Yes, it's gone. You comment every time I'm on
I
the
know.
show.
Well, I'm so thrilled that you've taken my advice. But the trouble is that it's left a mark underneath your bottom lip.
Well, because I wear it when I'm not around
It looks
you.
like a blackhead.
No, it's just a hole. I spit water through it.
Ooh.
Do you want to do it? No.
Yeah, go on. Go on.
No,
Be
I
a
might
smart
miss.
ass.
No, the girls with makeup were so lovely to me today. I don't want to ruin all their hard work.
Very good. Ita Buttrose, hello.
G'day, Stan.
How are you, darling?
All right, thank
Looking
you.
very pinkish.
Yes, well, it's a nice colour, I think, for this
You've
time
got
of the
the
year.
perfect pink lipstick on with a jacket, but you haven't got the pink nails.
They're pink.
They're reddish.
No,
they're reddish.
they're pink.
They were left over, I think, from a previous show, I think. Anyway. Let's get on with the letters. Dear panel, I was highly offended by Stan's recent labelling of a man as a wanker because he had a double degree in business and arts. What an ignorant and ill-informed individual you really are. God, you are hurtful, absolutely hurtful. I'm certain that many of the directors and the managers of the company that employ you have degrees in business, and I guess, shock horror, that many of them have a second degree as well. Are they wanker to Stanley? Beck on the email. Well, Beck on the email, if I remember this letter correctly, this person did sound like a wanker, and because he had or she had 2 degrees, it was an entry into getting a definite job straight away. In other words, we should have given her a job because she had a degree. Well, that was a nonsense. And the reason why I called her or him a wanker is because that they were a wanker. They were double wankers. Anyway, Jan.
You just heard old Motormouth going backwards at 1,000 miles an hour. She makes a good point about your superiors might have degrees. And
fine.
you should see
That's
the
fine.
old
If they
boy
have-
here. Yes, sir, no, sir.
If
3
they
bags
have-
full, sir. Doff the hat. Goes to water in the face of a higher authority.
They may well all have degrees here, but they don't go around doing what this person who wrote into us about getting a job. If I remember correctly, this person had 2 degrees and they wanted a job. They thought they had to have a job straight away.
Perfectly valid point that let's say it's I think it was from memory, that she's done the hard yards. She can walk the walk and talk the talk.
No, she
and
can't.
she's missing
Just because she's got a degree.
But I don't believe that you
Just
need a
because-
degree.
no, that's
I've got
right.
4, 5
Goodness
at
gracious,
the
she
last
agrees
count,
with me.
brilliant children, and none of them went to university, which broke my heart at the time. I was the only one in my family that went to university, but
And look
they're
what it
all
did for
powering.
you. Hey, you ended up as a
think I
panellist
should
on
have
Beauty and the
my
Beast.
name, I should have my degrees on the
Why don't you bring
Will you
your
give
degrees?
Dr. Cindy Pan her degree? With my degrees on
What
my
are we going to
name.
call you, Dr. Murray?
Yes, Dottoressa. If I was in Italy,
Yeah.
I'd be Dottoressa Murray.
Well, you know what you are on this panel? You're Dr.
Rat
Dickhead.
bag.
Dr. Dickhead. Okay, Gillian.
Well, I guess you think I'm a wanker too, Stan, because I've got 2 degrees.
No, I don't think people are a wanker if they've got 2 degrees. But I just don't want to have it forced down my throat as if I'm supposed to give you a job just because you've got a degree.
Well, I agree. I agree about that. If that's what this is talking about, I mean, but based on this person's letter, the only wanker, and I hate to say it, Stan, is you, if that's the way you feel about this. But
I've just explained to you.
You've cleared your name, but
Yes.
I had to call you a wanker
No,
anyway.
because you loved it, didn't you? I think you loved it. I think you're actually starting to like me after all these years. Who's next? Maureen.
Well, Beck, don't be too concerned about what Stan says because it's actually surf club talk. You hear them
club
all
talk,
talk
good.
like that in the surf club, and the reason is that they were unable to commit themselves to the discipline of study, so they keep pulling people down. But I never hear wankers, as he called them, pulling Stan down. They admire him because they had their heads in books for so many years that they weren't out there saying wanker around the surf clubs.
But I think this person that actually wrote to us had their head stuck up their backside. So there. Okay, Ita.
Look, it's fashionable for people who are ignorant to ridicule people who take the time to go to university and improve their minds.
this
I mean,
hurt.
Stan's
All this
ignorant
hurt.
and proud of it. He's a moron wanker.
All this. See? Now, see, you're doing what they're doing.
No, I'm
You know,
not.
getting stuck into me for
Well, why
no
not?
apparent reason.
But Georgia,
Why? Because
I
this
don't
person,
need a reason to get stuck into you. I
This-
only have to look at you.
this particular person deemed that they should have a job straight away because they had 2 degrees. Not 1 degree, 2 degrees.
Well, it does seem a bit rugged that you can't get a job if you've got 1 or even 2 degrees.
Are we talking? Hang on, which finger do I use? that finger, that's
you
one.
are awful.
Yes, I know. And you love me anyway. Who's next? Fiona.
Me.
Yes.
Well, guess what, Stan? I've just decided to go back to school. I've just applied to Deakin University at Geelong to do a Bachelor of Arts majoring in anthropology and
Fabulous.
maybe Asian studies. I'm looking at a couple of options, or maybe history. By correspondence, though, as a mature
Oh, I
age
see.
entrant, and by distance education because
Yeah.
of my work.
Beautiful.
But I went to the School of Life,
What are
like
you
left
going
school
to do?
young.
What are you going to do when you get the degree?
Well, I'm just having it because, I mean, I've written
Because
books
why?
about witchcraft,
Yeah.
and to a degree, my interest in the evolution of humans and society
Do
and
they
religion
deal
in
with
society.
witchcraft in university?
Actually, as a part of the anthropology course, there's a section on witchcraft
They do.
and cultural, the evolution, as I was
Really?
saying, of culture and society,
So
and the place of
taxpayers'
religion
money
in
is
society. He
being
really
used.
is ignorant, isn't he? Because he doesn't know
Taxpayers'
what
money.
I'm talking about.
Taxpayers' money is being used as a university course
I'm
to
paying
talk about
400
witches.
I'm paying $440 a course.
You're
so I'm-
subsidising it.
Well,
You're
subsidising
subsidising
it. Not talking about witches at all, Stan, talking about the evolution of society, culture, and the place of our spirituality and our religion in that. But that's not all that
Gosh, that's
anthropology
gonna help
covers,
you in
which
life.
you wouldn't know about.
How's it
The
gonna help you
reason
in
I'm
life?
doing it is because I have a personal interest in it,
Yeah.
and because I feel that it augments my School of Life training. I mean, I left
right.
school very young. I didn't even go finish high school.
No.
I've gone on and written 3 best-selling books, so I
Fantastic.
have the ability to use my mind
Yeah.
to communicate with my intellect. So I want to sort of qualify
That's
that to a degree in an academic
fabulous.
sense.
Just
and
fabulous.
I can do that, but I'm
No,
only
it's
getting
true.
1 degree, I
So
presume,
you're
so
gonna go-
I'm just a wanker then.
You're going
At
to
least
get-
I'm not a wanker.
You're going to get this degree, and it's going to really help you in life.
It will fulfil me, and that's the role. That's
You're
the
gonna
role
be
I want to
fulfilled.
play in my life. Yes,
You'll
I'm,
be
I'm
fulfilled.
very excited about talking to people who are intelligent and have similar ideas to
We
my
have a
own.
great country, you know that? I mean,
we do.
because
Extraordinary
people can go along to university and be fulfilled because the taxpayer is paying 3/4 of their education.
The battle
Disaster
manufacturing.
rate
We no
is
longer
this
manufacture. We've got to be bloody clever to compete.
Well, you've got a
That is-
degree and
I'm
you're
up
sitting
there
on
as
this panel here with all these other
I'm
half-wits.
talking about the nation.
Okay, Renae.
Well, I'm in the same boat because I have a Bachelor of Arts at the moment, and I've just applied to go back to university and get my MBA, which starts in September for 2 years.
What's it going to do for you?
It's going to give me the chance to move up into media and get into media management as opposed to being a journalist, which is what I am now. So
why
in
do you wanna
15
be
years'
in
time, when
management
I've lost
for?
my looks and I haven't got the same
Oh,
appeal,
we've lost our looks. Hey,
I can offer,
what
you know,
about
my
if we
company
lose our
a lot
modesty
more.
as well? Oh, do you know how to spell humble, darling?
Obviously not.
No.
But,
when I've lost my...
But look, I think with
You
degrees.
can't even spell and you're a bloody journalist. You better go back to school.
Stunned.
No, then she'd be a wanker, so why would she go back to school? But look, the bottom line is that with a degree, it's the perception of the degree that helps you. I know that the fact that I had an arts degree when I walked through the door and tried to get a job with News Corporation,
And you couldn't get a
it
job,
had a
right?
big bearing.
But
When I went to News Corp
But
and I said, here I am,
you had to
have
go-
you got a degree? Here it is, it got me in the door. 5 years later, it means nothing. And I would agree with you there.
You
it means
had to go
nothing.
to Hong Kong.
But
You had to
getting
leave
in
the
door-
country, didn't you?
Kuala Lumpur, darling.
Kuala Lumpur.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, initially, but when I went to News Corp, the fact that I had a degree got me my job. And that's a good message for young people out
Look,
there.
if you want to go out there and get yourself a degree, by all means, go and get yourself a degree. If you're happy to have a degree, I'm happy as well. But don't shove it down my throat. There are plenty of people out there in the world who've made a life for themselves and made hundreds of millions of dollars without having a bloody degree. But don't think you're a smart ass just because you have a degree. We'll be back very shortly and we're going to talk about sexual harassment.